everyone. Welcome back to another deep dive. We are super excited to have you here today.
Oh, absolutely. I am so ready for this one.
Yeah, because today we are taking a deep dive into something really practical, really fun, and honestly, something that drives people crazy.
Oh, it really does.
We're talking about two of the most confusing words in the English language.
Me too.
Two little words that look almost identical, sound almost identical, but,
Yeah.
do completely different jobs.
Right. We are talking about then with an E and than with an A.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. You're walking down the street, right? You've got, I don't know, a coffee in one hand, your phone in the other.
The classic modern pose.
Right, totally. And you're rushing to send a quick text to a client or a friend, and you type out, "She is taller than me," with an E.
Oh, no. We've all been there.
You hit send, and then you look back at it a second later and realize, wait, that's the wrong word.
It's that instant wave of, grammar regret.
Yes, but listen, if you have ever made that mistake, you are not alone. Thousands of English learners, and honestly, thousands of native speakers, mix these two up every single day,
Oh, yeah. Native speakers do this constantly in emails. It is completely normal.
which is exactly our mission for this deep dive. By the end of our conversation today, we are going to give you some foolproof, super easy tricks so you never, ever confuse these two words again.
No more post-send anxiety.
Exactly. We're going to break down the rules, share a genius memory trick, do a little real-life speaking practice, and finish with a rapid-fire quiz to test your new superpower.
I love it. Let's get into it.
So, diving into our source materials, the first thing that really stands out is why we make this mistake in the first place. It's not because we don't know the rule, right?
Right. I mean, if you sit most people down with a pen and paper and ask them to choose, they get it right.
Yeah.
The issue is speed and sound.
Yeah. The way we speak in the real world.
Exactly. When we talk quickly, both of these words just sort of mush together into this lazy, thin sound.
Yeah. It's just this identical flat noise.
So your ear hears the exact same thing for both words. And when you're typing fast, your brain just grabs the first spelling it can find.
Usually the one with the E because we just use it a bit more often.
Exactly. So to fix this, we have to totally disconnect these words from how they sound. We have to look at what they actually do.
Okay, let's do that. Let's start with then spelled with an E.
Right.
What is the core job of this word?
Okay, so then with an E is entirely about time.
Time. Okay.
Yes, it's about time, or, what happens next. It's the word you use to build a sequence.
Like plotting things on a timeline.
Right. It answers the question, what happened next? Or when did it happen?
Okay, so give me an example of that in action.
Sure, so think of everyday instructions, like first wash your hands, then start cooking.
Okay. Or like, finish your homework, then watch TV.
Exactly. You see how that works? You can't get to step 2 watching TV until you finish step 1.
Right, the homework.
Then is the bridge that moves you from one event to the next.
It's almost like a movie director on a set.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, like the director yells cut
Yeah.
on the first scene and then says, okay, moving on. Then we do scene 2. It just pushes the action forward.
That's a perfect way to look at it. It dictates the next immediate action. But the sources also point out that then isn't just about moving into the future.
Right, it can also act like a time machine going backwards.
Exactly. We use it to talk about the past, too.
Which is, I mean, it sounds a little weird at first. If it means what happens next, how does it work for the past?
Well, look at sentences like, I was a college student then, or we lived in Delhi then.
Ah, okay. So it's not an arrow pointing to the next step.
No, in this case, it's like a pin dropping on a map of your past. You are pointing to a specific era, but it's still completely bound to the concept of time.
Got it. Time is the running theme here. But, okay, I want to push back on this just a little bit based on what I read in the guides.
Sure, go for it.
There's this third big use case for then with an E, the whole if-then situation.
Oh, right. Causality. Showing a result.
Yeah, like if it rains, then we'll stay home.
Right.
So when I read that, I thought, wait a second, that's a hypothetical situation. The rain hasn't happened. Staying home hasn't happened. How is that related to time?
It's a great question. But think about how an if-then statement actually functions. Even in a totally imaginary, hypothetical scenario, you are setting up a chronological dependency.
Meaning one thing literally has to happen before the other.
Exactly. Like dominoes. The first domino is the condition, it rains. The second domino is the result, we stay home.
And the second one can't fall until the first one falls.
Right. The cause must exist on the timeline before the effect can happen. So even there, time is the engine running the sentence.
Okay, that makes total sense. So then with an E is all about moving through time, moving forward, pointing to the past, or showing cause and effect.
You've got it. It's your timeline tool.
Awesome. But now let's completely shift gears. What happens when we don't care about time at all?
Well, that is where our second culprit comes in. Then, spelled with an A.
Yes, THAN.
If the first word navigates time, this second word is for when you want to freeze time entirely, so you can compare two things.
It's all about comparison.
Precisely. You stop asking what happens next. And you start asking which one is better, which one is bigger, faster.
It's like you're setting up a seesaw.
A seesaw, yeah, I love that analogy.
Yeah, you take two things, like two people or two places, and you put them on opposite sides of the seesaw to see which one carries more weight.
And Thana is the little piece right in the middle balancing them.
Exactly. So what are some classic examples from the sources? Let's say comparing people.
Right, so Rahul is taller than Aman, or she speaks English better than I do.
So we've totally paused the action there. There's no timeline. Rahul's height doesn't happen before Aman's height.
Right, they exist at the exact same time. We are just measuring the difference between them.
And we could do this with objects too, like gold is more expensive than silver.
Or this phone is cheaper than that one, or even I like tea more than coffee.
Which is just a fact, by the way.
Oh, definitely. Team tea all the way.
And it works for places too. Like Mumbai is busier than Jaipur. You're just setting up a metric busyness or cost or height and weighing the two things.
That's all it is. And when you look at it mechanically, it's wild how different these two words are. We treat them like they're just a tiny spelling variation.
Just swapping one little vowel.
Right. But you are literally changing the entire physics of the sentence. You are going from moving through a timeline to stopping time to weigh two objects on a scale.
It is a massive cognitive leap,
Uh,
which is why it's so frustrating when we are texting and we get it wrong.
Seriously.
So we know the theory now. E is time, A is comparison. But when you are writing quickly, how do you actually remember this without having to think about, like, the philosophy of time?
Well, this is where the sources give us some incredibly simple, foolproof memory tricks.
Yes, I love these.
So let's start with N. T-H-E-N. Focus on that letter E.
Okay, the E.
Then is about what happens next, right? It's about an event.
Oh, event starts with an E,
Exactly. And it relates to time.
which ends in E.
Right. So then with an E is for an event in time. They all share that E.
That is such a good mental hook. Then is for an event. Okay, what about than with an A?
Same exact logic. T-H-A-N. The core letter is A. And what does it do? It makes a comparison.
A comparison, it has an A in it.
Exactly. Then with an A is for comparison.
That is brilliant. So if I'm typing and I freeze up, I just ask myself, wait, am I talking about an event or making a comparison?
That's it. That's the whole trick. But there's also one more really good one for the second. Then, with an E, it's a one-line rhyming formula.
Okay, lay it on me.
Then equals when.
Then equals when. Oh, because they rhyme and they both end in EN.
Right, and they both deal entirely with time. If you can logically replace the word in your sentence with when or at that time, you know you need the E.
Okay, let's actually test this out. The guides have this great spot the mistake section with sentences that people mess up all the time.
Let's do.
Okay, I'm going to read the mistake and let's diagnose it using our new tricks.
Sounds good.
First mistake. I finished dinner, then watched TV. Spelled with an A.
Okay, so they use the A. So we ask, is this a comparison? Are we taking dinner, putting it on one side of a seesaw, and putting TV on the other side?
No, that makes no sense. We aren't measuring which one is heavier or better.
Right. We are talking about a sequence. First the dinner event, next the TV event.
It's an event in time, so it needs the E. I finished dinner, then watched TV.
Perfect.
Okay, here's another huge common mistake. This phone is better than that phone, spelled with an E.
All right, let's run the rhyming test. Then equals when. Can we say this phone is better than that phone?
No, absolutely not. Total logical collapse right there.
Right, time has nothing to do with it. We are explicitly evaluating quality.
We're making a comparison,
Mhm.
which means
Wow.
it needs the A. This phone is better than that phone.
See? The tricks work every time.
They really do. But, you know, to really lock this in, it helps to hear how these words interact in the wild, like in an actual everyday conversation.
Oh, definitely. Context is everything.
So our materials provided this great little real-life role play. It's a quick chat between two friends, Ria and Aman. I'll play Ria and you be Aman.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's do it. So Ria says, which phone do you like more?
And Aman says, I think the iPhone is better than my old phone.
Really?
Yes, I bought it last week. Then I transferred all my data from my old phone.
Okay, end scene. It's super simple, a totally normal conversation.
Yeah.
But let's break down exactly what Aman just did there.
Yeah, let's look at that first line. You asked me which one I liked more.
Right.
So I said, the iPhone is better than my old phone. I used the word to set up a scale. I'm evaluating value.
You're making a comparison. So you use the A.
Exactly. But then, right after that, I explained the process. I bought it last week, then I transferred my data.
Right. So the scale is gone, the seesaw is packed up. You are moving into a timeline.
Step 1, buy the phone. Step 2, transfer data. It's an event, so I switched to THEN.
It's so seamless when you say it out loud. And notice we didn't pronounce them any differently. You just said better than, and then I transferred.
Right. The ear can't help you here. You have to rely on the logic. Am I measuring or am I sequencing?
Measuring your sequencing. Okay, I think we have fully mapped this out. I think it is time for the ultimate test.
Oh, I think I know what time it is.
Yes, it is time for the interactive rapid-fire quiz.
Let's go.
All right, to everyone listening right now, I want you to play along. I'm going to read a sentence, or with a blank. I want you to shout out the answer then or than, or just think it really loudly in your head.
I will give a short pause after you read it, and then we will break down the right answer.
Perfect. Here we go. Sentence number 1. She is younger blank, her brother.
Is it then or fan?
Well, I look at the context. We have a sister and a brother. We have the word younger. I am weighing their ages. It's a comparison. So it has to be san with an A.
Yes. You are setting up the scale. Perfect.
Ooh. Okay, sentence number 2. Finish your breakfast, blank, brush your teeth.
Take a second, everyone.
Okay, so eating and brushing, I'm not measuring them against each other. Event A must happen before event B. It's a timeline. It's an event. So it's then with an E.
Spot on. It's chronological order.
All right, sentence 3. This book is more interesting, blank, that one.
What do you think?
This feels just like the first one. 2 books. The metric is more interesting. I'm evaluating the comparison. It's then with an A.
Exactly. More interesting is your big clue there.
Okay, 2 more. Sentence 4. We went shopping, blank, we had dinner.
Timeline or scale?
Different timeline. First shopping, next dinner. Event in time. Then with an E.
You're crushing this. Pin drops in the timeline.
Okay, last one. And this one I think is a little tricky. Let's see. My salary is higher, blank, last year's salary.
Ooh, okay. Think carefully about this one, everyone.
Okay, so it mentions last year, which is totally a time reference.
Mhm.
So my instinct is to yell, then with an E. But wait,
What's the actual action happening?
I am not saying first I got a salary, next I got last year's salary. That's crazy. I'm taking 2 numbers, current salary and past salary, and the word higher tells me I'm weighing them. I am putting them on a scale.
Yes.
So even though there's a time word in there, the core function is a comparison. So it's saw with an A.
That is a brilliant breakdown. You didn't fall for the trap. It is absolutely thon with an A.
Wow, that is so satisfying. Once you see the mechanics underneath the sentence, it completely takes the guesswork out of it.
It really does. It becomes automatic.
Okay, let's do a super quick revision before we wrap up today's deep dive.
Let's recap.
If you are charting a sequence, what happens next or anything dealing with time?
You need an E. Then is for an event,
Yeah.
and then equals when.
Yes. And if you are stopping the clock to weigh 2 things against each other,
You are making a comparison, and comparison needs the A. Then is for the scale.
nailed it. Now, listen, if you're practicing your English this week, and I challenge you to use both of these words correctly over the next 7 days, and you make a mistake.
Do not panic.
Exactly. Small grammar mistakes do not stop you from speaking English. Honestly, the goal is just communication.
Right. Context usually saves us anyway, but every time you make a correction, you are just making yourself a better, more confident communicator. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and the success will follow.
Absolutely. Errors are just proof that you are trying. But I do want to leave you with one final kind of mind-blowing thought for today.
Oh, lay it on us.
Think about how incredibly efficient the English language can be. I mean, we get so annoyed by these 2 words being so similar, but look at the power of that one little vowel.
It's true.
By shifting from an E to an A, you completely alter the physical reality of your sentence. With an E, you're this master of time, moving reality forward, linking cause and effect.
Yeah.
But with an A, you stop the universe entirely just to build a scale and weigh 2 objects. One tiny letter turns a timeline into a seesaw.
It is honestly a beautiful piece of linguistic engineering.
It really is. So pay attention today. Keep an ear out or an eye out for how often you see these words in the wild. You're going to start seeing timelines and scales everywhere.
Everywhere you look.
Thank you all so much for joining us on this deep dive. Keep practicing, keep analyzing the mechanics of what you read, and have an amazing day.
See you next time, everyone. Keep speaking with confidence.